What's up, my people?
What's up, dude? What are you hearing?
Oh, it's called Sunday morning. Because what's my favorite day of the week? Sunday, especially after a fight. So there you go.
So that's how you're feeling, I guess, kind of a low energy, short workout out there. Give us an idea what it was like out there.
Oh, it was fun, man. Just having fun now. All the animosity, all that shit's been squished. Yesterday I went to the batting cages. I had a lot of fun with my team. Just staying loose, man. Staying loose, feeling the flow from the fans. I mean, these fans are great. They actually came out to watch the open workouts. And as small as the group is, it's fucking huge to me. So that means a lot to me, from my heart to you guys. Thank you very much. I wanted to put out there something that not a lot of people do. I want to make sure that you guys can see my warm-up and see how extensive it is. Now, my warm-up is usually about an hour and a half. Now that's, remember when I talked about, like, people were like, well, he does unorthodox stuff. That was all basics. Now I've mastered the basics. Now when you master the basics, then you can move on. So I'm looking at all you guys, and I'm talking to you guys out there, the amateur fighters and everybody. You guys look at that stuff, hone in all that stuff, drill it, learn it, absorb it, and then grow from that like a tree.
You mentioned animosity being squashed. Is that you mean between you and Kevin? Because I know a lot of people are making a lot of the interviews last night, you know, back and forth between you two.
Don't you guys want to see the fight after that? Absolutely, right? The Cape Crusader's going down, man. I'm Mr. Incredible. We don't wear capes.
Kevin was very confused, it seemed, during those interviews. It seemed like you had kind of perplexed him. Are you just trying to get into his head?
Absolutely not. I know how to beat bullies like that. You squash them verbally. And the one thing is if you have a brain, you can use it. You don't have to use aggression to squash somebody. You have to use your brain. You have to be smart out there. You got to be smart. You got to use your wits. Wits always win, man, in the battle of brain versus brawn.
It's interesting. You feel like your game plan, your style is based on wit? Because I feel like it's almost reckless at times, right? I mean, it's aggressive. It's taking chances. Do you feel like that's a more intellectual game plan?
It's very intellectual. The reason why you guys say it's weird is because you don't understand it. It's a fucking genius. I'm gonna tell you, it's so far past you guys' heads, it's not even funny. Because this is the next stage in everybody's evolution. I've been working on this since 2008. Actually, before that, I said I had a double doctorate in athletics. I'm working on my triple.
Tony, earlier we spoke to Kevin, and he said that he currently weighs 174.
It's cute.
Does that concern you at all?
Absolutely not. I could weigh 174 too. Let me just drink a gallon of water.
You had headphones in when you're doing your workout. Are you listening to different music, or is that by sponsor?
Absolutely. I'm not going to let somebody control my variable. I am the constant. This is an equation, and I got the answer for all.
Tony, this event has taken on added importance given everything that's gone on in the city. Can you feel that, and what does it mean to you to be able to, be in the main event of this event as Vegas gets back together for, pretty significant event and gathering?
I think you're asking the wrong person. I think you need to go outside and ask the people if they want the fight.
What's it mean to you, though?
To me, it's another reason for me to go out there and show the crowd what I can do. I'm a professional. I have to show up. I did a job as far as camp is concerned. I prepared night and day. This wasn't an easy camp. This was hard, man. I did the joking about training with Yogi Bear and the Coyotes. It's funny. My training partner right there, Alex, and Randy, they would run with me every night. And if I didn't have anybody to run me, they were following me with the car. And sometimes you didn't feel like you're running by yourself. So it makes you run a little bit faster, right? But except for me, I would have choked that bitch out, no matter what it was. I'm not afraid of any animal, any human being. As far as the fight's concerned, Kevin Lee is not going to propose a threat to me. And I will have my hand raised in victory.
We hear a lot about what you talking about in your training up at Big Bear, but not like specifics. Like, what's an actual day like for you up in Big Bear?
I sleep a lot, but I go to bed very late. A lot of people, they want to train in the morning, but they got it mixed up. Do you fight in the morning? I don't think so. You fight at night. So why aren't you training at night? Why aren't you training? Everybody wants to have the night so they can watch their TV. You need to unplug and go outside, guys. You need to make sure you do your running in the morning, because that's what Mike Tyson and all the greats did. Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Roberto Duran. You got Pernell Whitaker. You got Sugar Ray Robinson. Dude, I can go on and on for all the boxers. I love boxing. You have Julio Cesar Chavez, one of my favorites. A lot of the Mexican fighters, they understand it. You don't like one of my old training partners, Victor Ortiz, Sergio Martinez. You have Mikey Garcia. Out of all the camps that I ever went to, some of the boxers worked the hardest. And what they did is we've come to like terms where we could train like each other and absorb one another's kind of work ethic. You have boxers looking like MMA fighters now, and MMA fighters looking like boxers. Whatever happened to the Mike Tyson black shorts? Now they're full of sponsors. It used to be so clean. Now the MMA realm is taking over. You have MMA fighters fighting boxers now. It's not a bad or good thing. What it is, it's a plethora, and it's a great thing, because what it is when you have a work ethic that can mix it with another work ethic, you're going to get a whole new product. And you guys are fortunate for that. Can I have a water?
Kevin says he believes this is the real lightweight title. Do you share that assessment?
That's good. Good for him. Whatever he's going to think, if it's a real lightweight title or whatever it is, this kid hasn't earned the right to talk. Not one bit. Now, you reporters, you guys, the media, you guys understand. I've sat in front of you guys from day one. I can tell the new people from the old people. And the old people from the new people, I know exactly who treated me right, who fucked me over, and who treated me wrong. There's three differences, trust me. And what I do is I remember. And I don't hone it in. I hone it in because when everybody says something, or they're like, why do you capitalize every word? By the way, thank you. Which is funny because now I have a whole new fan base. Everybody's doing the first letter and the second letter all the way at the end with capitals, which is amazing. I do this for fun, and I'm going to keep doing it until I'm done. I don't mean to rhyme, it just makes sense. So like I said, I'm going to keep having fun. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm not going to change. I will grow, and I will become a better man because of my son and my family. My wife, my family, my friends, my teammates. You guys all deserve it. You guys deserve it better than me, man. I'm trying my best. But it's hard when you got a knucklehead like Kevin Lee that wants to just keep pushing that button. So for me, I have to be a captain of the team, and this guy wants my spot on that team. He wants that varsity spot. So I'm going to treat it like it's a competition, not a fight. I'm going to go in there and give him a TF, an old Tony Ferguson technical fault. I'm going to outpoint him, and then I'm going to pin him.
And then what makes sense next? I mean, to prove that you're the best lightweight in the world, does that mean beating Conor McGregor? Does it mean moving forward with it? Does it matter?
There's always fighters that can be better than Conor. I guarantee he'd get his ass kicked by a guy kicking a banana tree in Thailand. There's always so much talent out there. Just because they haven't been found, it doesn't mean that they're the world's best. Or not the world's best. There's always going to be that opportunity. So that's what I'm thinking when I'm in my head at Big Bear. Because that brings not the animal out of me. What it does is brings the human, the man out of me. It brings me back to home when you had to chop wood for fire, for heat. I grew up on 40 acres, man. It wasn't easy. I had some good people around me. I wasn't the perfect kid. I wasn't the best. But I tried my best. I am here right now, and I'm making the best out of everything I could possibly do, which is give somebody some inspiration, some motivation. And if it takes me to get punched in the face a little bit, then so be it.
Outside of the sport, when you look around, is there somebody, or sorry, outside of yourself in the sport or in the combat sports realm, who do you think is the best? Who are you most impressed with when you watch them?
Excuse me? Say it?
Like in all of combat sports, outside of yourself, who are you most impressed with when you watch them?
Sakuraba. Sakuraba. I sat next to Sakuraba at the fights. It was a Jones versus Cormier, and I didn't realize it. My wife tells me, she's asking me, she's like, do you want to get a picture? And I thought she was asking me to get a picture of Benavidez. No offense, I love Benavidez, it was cool. But I was like, no, I'm good at watching the fights. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, no, I'm cool, I'm watching the fights. I wasn't paying attention because that's how in tune I am when I'm there. I'm not just a fighter, I'm a fan of the sport. I love the sport, man. I love watching somebody, one, not get their ass kicked, but just the technique that's involved with it. Or somebody that's not used to throwing kicks and they throw a head kick. I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. They've been working on what? Their flexibility and their technique and their conditioning and the balls. Because you have to have gumption to be able to do that. So when I'm sat there next to Sakuraba, I didn't know it. I missed my opportunity. So Sakuraba, if you're watching, dude, give me a signed picture, man.
What is it about Sakuraba? Why Sakuraba?
Oh, man, this guy was OG, man. That dude would smoke a cigarette and take a shot before he would go out there and fight. I mean, who does that kind of shit? I can't do it. But that's how long it's come. That's how far it's come from that kind of sport, from pride, right? You know, and the one thing that I can do is try to be OG like those guys, like Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, Sakuraba. You got all the greats, man. I can go. You got Rampage. You got, I mean, shit, dude. I mean, Edson Barbosa was right up there when I was fighting, dude. And I was like, man, I'm going to fight that guy one day. GSP. All these guys. I'm 33, but I still act like I'm a kid, man. And I love it. I'm going to have that young heart. Always. Why? Because my little man's looking for me for that.
Sakuraba was the guy that would take on all comers. Is that how you feel?
Abso-fucking-lutely. He took on absolutely everybody. He wasn't afraid of nobody. And when he went inside there, that dude was soccer kicking people, running at him full force. No fear. And that's what I'm bringing to this table. I'm bringing back that old school mentality. Thank you, guys.
Champ,
Thank you.